Another dirt road to a lighthouse. This one's
on Lighthouse Road for 1.5 kilometers.
This one's St. Peter's Harbour Lighthouse. And we've seen pictures of it already. It is a beautiful spot. I do have to say, of having a spotless car or a spotless shiny RV is something that you've got to have or you get all red-faced, and I would not come to PEI because these red dirt roads that you go on are everywhere, and any kind of rain turns it into mud. We've been thinking about washing the RV, but we may have to wait until we get back to Maine before we do that.
Yeah.
It's been a dirty. It's not worth it. Every place you go, you're going to get dirty.
But you still could come to PEI and just not go on dirt roads, but that wouldn't be much fun either.
I don't know why you
wouldn't see any lighthouses because it seems like all the lighthouses are so far.
And you'd have a difficult time also boondocking on any kind of the ledges or anything else if that's something you want to do.
There's actually 63 lighthouses.
63?
On PEI. Here's how muddy it is. We want to get all this red mud on Maggie's paws and her get back in the van, but we didn't have the heart to leave her. She's crying in the window. She's just a little spoiled. She doesn't understand that she doesn't get to go.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey,
Daddy got me.
Did you tell her she wanted to go?
Are you happy?
I'm gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. I'm gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up.
Can't see real good because it's really hazy.
Take a call.
It's a beautiful beach area.
Get the guts to start over again. You gotta lose to be ready to win. Just enough to fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. I'm gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. Gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. I'm gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. Get it, kid. I'm tearing through the lights till I hit the coast. Watch the sunrise with the Holy Ghost. Taking my time and letting go. I was a child in the Georgia hills. My favorite toy was a tin pail. Turn on the tap and don't let it spill. It was just
Look how different the beach looks now that the fog's lifted.
Wow, look how pretty it is.
I know, it's beautiful.
fill my bucket up to the top. Fill my bucket up. I'm gonna fill
That was an awesome stop.
St. Peter's Harbour Lighthouse. Man, that rocks right there. We did have another car come up here, so that's going to make it a little more difficult for me to turn around. But I think I'll be able to.
Yeah. At
Let's,
least they didn't park right beside it.
yeah, they gave us plenty
They
of room.
parked closer to the,
Yeah, they don't want to have to get out in the mud.
yeah.
We're kind of muddy right now.
So we decided we would try to see if the bikes are going to work after we put the control panel in the rice. We don't have a lot of hope, but there's some awesome bike trails here that we would love to be able to do.
Yeah, there's still water in it.
Yeah, so we're going to try it.
I did order a third-party control panel that says it may work, but I'm not very hopeful for that either.
So Owen was talking about how dirty the van is getting with all this red mud. So if you're particular about your rig, this might not be the place for you. But it's something that we highly recommend.
All right, so let's turn it on. Mode button, nothing. Nothing at all. It's kind of frustrating too, because we have a hard time recommending things where there's not really good support. And for a while, the red bikes had really, really good support. But with us on the road like this, it's very, very difficult for us to even get in touch with them. And they haven't been at all helpful in trying to figure out what's wrong. They want to, send us an invoice so that they can ship us another one. So they're not going to stand behind it leaking. And you know how I am. If it doesn't work, it doesn't get to go. And we're starting to think that these old red bikes, at least, may get donated to Goodwill sometime pretty soon.
We have loved these red bikes for many, many years, and they have served us well.
They have.
But we are disappointed that the red guys won't even try to help us, get a part shipped to us, because, we did carry these with us this whole way.
We're affiliates, and many of you bought bikes because of us, and we realize that, and we're really grateful. And they'd send us a check every now and then. But we recently, so many of you have purchased bikes because of us. We became ambassadors. But even as ambassadors, we can't get this resolved when we're on the road, and that's kind of frustrating.
It is very frustrating. We had a wigwam.
A what?
Wigwam.
Yeah. So we're at Greenwich in the Prince Edward Islands National Park, and we're going to take one of these trails. It's only about 20 minutes, but so far it's really paying off. It is a little crowded compared to what we're used to now, but that's what you deal with. So just to rub salt in the wound, there's signs that say that you could ride your bike on this trail as well, which means we could go a lot further inside of the national park than we can hike with Maggie, because we can put her in her Toto basket. So looks like we're going to be looking to ditch that bike at least and get another one.
I don't think this is it.
It is.
You gonna park over here?
Yeah. What?
You love it, don't you?
I like the fact that you can just go anywhere you want to go with the clearance we have and with the all-wheel drive. I know it's a broken record.
Ready?
I've been ready for 5 minutes.
I know. I had to get everything.
Well, did you hear any sand singing?
I didn't hear anything sing but you.
Lots of people down there making a lot of noise. Maybe if we get to come back at sunrise or maybe sunset, it'll be a little different, but we'll see.
I doubt it.
I doubt it, yeah. So
I doubt that will come. And I really tried hard to hear
you did?
something sing. Yeah, I tried to
Me
like
too.
sweep my feet.
But what was really cool, all the teenagers down there jumping off of that walkway across to that causeway going down. That water was moving through there. They were just staying up on top and floating really fast down to the ladders. And something they let them do, and they put 3 lifeguards there to make sure they're okay. And that was a lot of fun to watch them. And I don't think I would do it, but it's cool to watch other people do it.
Yeah.
Cool to watch other people's children do it. If you're a parent,
Letting a lot of adults out there doing it. It was mostly kids.
you know, lots of moms cringing, and lots of kids just having fun. So, the place we're going to spend the night, I think, is not very far from here. There is an interpretive area down here that I don't know that it allows overnight camping, but it doesn't discourage it. Right here. Great. What do you think?
Trying to figure out the best place to be out of the way and to also be level. Might not be anywhere to be level, but at least there our heads would be up. Here's our view this afternoon. With the sound of bug spray. Bugs aren't biting me, but they sure do bite Owen. Great boondocking spot though.
If you've been following us for any time at all, then you know we love sunsets. And the sunsets on PEI are spectacular every night. But when you couple that with the wildlife of getting to watch an osprey dive down and get dinner, and then Lynn's over here watching one of the great herrings over here as well, it's just, the only thing that can make it better would be if a moose came right over here. That would just be awesome. Okay, so this place, beautiful, They mowed the grass this morning.
Guess what that did?
All that did was piss off the mosquitoes. I'm sitting in here in the front seat scratching and putting the Starlink up and getting everything out. I must have gotten bitten. And walking Maggie, whew, I got in here, I was singing a song that probably sang whenever I was 7 or 8. I got a Skeeter on my Peter, get it off. I had a Skeeter everywhere. I must have gotten 100 bites in just a few minutes. It was, that was not fun, Mom.
I know. Skeeters are not fun. We'll have to get some more bug spray.
Yeah, gosh, I had sprayed up with Deep Woods bug spray, which is, gosh, that's as much as you can get as far as the keep them off stuff, and it'll kill them when you spray it on them. Oh,
But it was a good night.
it was a wonderful night. Our neighbors that stayed over there next to the picnic area, they haven't left yet, but we're getting ready to pull out.
Start our day.
Go out to the Souris Lighthouse in Souris, Prince Edward Island.
Let's go.
Let's go.